Good morning. I'm Angelo Castro III.
I'm Angela and we are the Castro.
Happy Friday, everyone.
TGIF.
TGIF sa mga walang work tomorrow, sa mga may work tomorrow, you're still blessed dahil may trabaho ka.
Yes.
And of course, since it's a Friday at nakikita nyo yung table namin,
Napakadami.
hindi po ito buffet, but rather it is a Friday morning with Buddha's Belly.
Yes.
Oo. Marjorie Tan sent us what, Angel?
Oo, si Marjorie Tan sent us...
She owns Buddha's Belly, by the way.
Oo, thank you, Marjorie Tan.
Thank you, Marge.
She sent family fried rice, pineapple spare ribs, mixed platter, yung nando doon, lemon chicken, Singapore beyond, at saka hakaw. Tapos, meron din nag-send sa atin kanina, ang dami, nilipat lang natin sa lagayan kasi mapupuno talaga yung lamesa natin.
Nalagay ba natin?
Hindi, wala yung Singapore bihon hindi pala nasama. Pero ngayon, yung isa, yung birthday pancit canton, roasting platter, at saka buchi is from Sabsari.
Oo, kasi
na regular viewer din ng Brunch.
Kasi birthday niya, di ba?
Yes. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Uy, hindi ha. Madaming, alam mo, sa totoo lang nakakalito itong buong linggo.
Bakit?
Kasi, ang dami natin sinusubaybayan. You have MPAX, you have Finding Kibuloy,
and
you
Alice
have
Go,
The Missing Alice Go saga. Ngayon, meron na...
May Cassie Ong ka pa.
May crying Cassie ka. Na...
Textmate ng congressman dyan. Joke lang.
Hindi, humingi ng tulong kay Congressman Dan. Basta humahaba yung kwento. At sabi ni Congressman Dan nga, na little by little, nagkakadikit-dikit na ang mga Porac, Bamban, and then all the way to the EJK. Nagkadikit with Senator Bato.
Mamaya iisa-isay natin yung mga issues na yan. Magkakatalo lang dyan yung kung anong number sila papasok. Okay.
Alright, we're serving you news in a countdown.
All that before your second cup of coffee. This is Brunch.
Let's kick off our countdown with updates from the Kingdom of Jesus Christ compound. We have mobile journalist Merimon Reyes with us, live from Davao City. Merimon, kamusta na ang sitwasyon dyan sa KOJC?
Yes, Angela, nakatayo tayo dito sa labas sa isang gate sa KOJC compound. Ito yung pinakamalapit patungo nga sa kanilang dome. Pero so far kasi tuloy pa rin naman yung pagstasyon ng mga pulisya sa paligid. Pero isang detalye lang din na nakuha natin kanina umaga, ang klase pa rin dito sa paaralan nila, yung JMC ay suspendido. Kumbaga nag-online classes lang daw sila ngayon. May nakita rin tayong na-deliver ng mga school uniforms kanina nung natanong natin kung kumusta nga ba sila dahil nga raw suspendido ang face-to-face classes dahil hindi makapasok yung mga estudyante at teachers sa kanilang paaralan. Kasi nga, isa ito sa mga binabantayan na lugar na posibleng pinagtataguan ni Pastor Apollo Kibuloy. Baka raw hindi pa magamit yung uniform at dahil nga tuloy-tuloy pa rin ang kanilang online classes. Pagdating naman sa panig ng pulisya, so far ang order pa lang sa kanila ay manatiling on standby at saka yung maximum tolerance pa rin ang isinasagawa nila sa ngayon. May shifting pa rin na inaasikaso ngayon yung mga pulisya at nakausap lang din natin yung isang medical team nila na simula nga noong, dahil Sabado pa lang nagsimula itong saga na to, marami na rin daw mga kaso ng high blood, nilalagnat, nagkakasakit ng mga pulis. Pero on standby naman daw, 24/7 yung mga ambulansya nila at yung response team nila para nga sa mga ngailangan ng medication, ng vitamins. Kasi nga tuloy-tuloy silang bilad sa araw, init, lamig, kahapon, medyo umambon-ambon dito sa Davao City. Pero ngayon, tirik pa rin ang araw, kaya inaantabayanan din nila yung kondisyon ng mga pulisya. Pagdating naman sa search operations, kay Pastor Apollo Kibuloy, wala pa tayong specific na detalye o progress update kung ano na nga ba yung nangyayari sa loob. Pero kani-kanina lang kasi may tumayo dito sa taas na isang miyembro ng KOJC. As in, kani-kanina lang, sabihin na natin mga 9:45 at inanunsyo niya na meron daw kahon na naman na parang plastic container na malaki na binitbit ang pulisya sa loob na hindi raw pinasilip o pina-check sa mga miyembro ng KOJC, lalo na rin daw sa scanner. Nung tinanong natin kung ano ba ang sinasabi sa kanila ng pulisya noong kine-question nila yung pagpasok daw nito, hindi raw sila sinasagot. Pero ang tingin ng KOJC member, baka raw may ipaplanta sa loob na naman daw ng compound o kaya naman daw ay baka gagamitin ito doon sa kiniklaim o ine-expect daw nila dahil may naririnig sila na drilling sounds sa loob ng paaralan. So iniisip daw nila baka raw kung hindi ito pinaplanta, baka raw gagamitin ito dito raw sa paghuhukay o pagbubungkal. Bukod pa doon, sinabi rin ng KOJC member na nag-anunsyo dito sa taas na may mga pulisya raw na may mga normal na tao na residente na hindi daw miyembro ng pulisya na pinagsuot daw ng uniform ng pulis sa loob. Meron daw bata, meron daw matanda. Nung tinanong natin kung nasaan na ba itong mga ito, ang sabi raw nasa loob daw ito ng katedral. At ina-assume daw nila na may kinalaman daw ito, either number 1, para daw gumawa daw ng gulo, na ang ipoportray daw ay nanggagaling daw sa KOJC. O kaya pangalawa ay nasa loob daw sila ng katedral na may kinalaman doon sa kiniklaim na pagbubungkal. Bukod dito na in-extend na rin ng Court of Appeals yung freeze order sa bank accounts, sa properties, sa assets ni Pastor Apollo Quiboloy na dapat 20-day lang yung freeze order nito simula August 5. Pero ngayon na-extend siya hanggang February 25. Kasama dito yung 10 bank accounts ni Quiboloy, yung real estate properties niya, tsaka yung iba pang mga assets niya. Angela.
Marymon, I'd like to touch up a little lang kasi may naglalabasan. You were mentioning, although wala naman progress as of today, yung pag-search kay Apollo Quiboloy, but may mga naglabasan kasi ng videos and pictures of the basement area, na so-called basement area, underground area. Hindi yung bunker, lilinaw. May mga rooms na pinakita na video. Ano yung report about these rooms? What are these rooms? Ito ba yung sa ilalim ng cathedral, Marymon? Bakit madaming kwarto sa ilalim?
Yes, actually, ang mga videos na yan, kasabay din yan ng mga reports na lumabas kahapon na medyo nag-strike ng mainit na conversation sa panig nga rin ng media at ng KOJC. May ilang news outlets din kasi nabase rin sa mga sources mula sa PNP. May kiniklaim dito na may underground tunnels, yung mga kwarto daw ay 6 layers. Meron din tinitignan na anggulo na may connection ng tunnel mula sa katedral hanggang doon sa hangar ni Pastor Apollo Quiboloy. Pero nung press con kahapon na isinagawa kasama ang legal counsel ng KOJC na si Attorney Israelito Torion, ang sabi niya yung mga kwarto raw na ito na makikita sa mga video ay tinutulugan daw ng mga workers sa KOJC tsaka daw ng ibang mga residente. Doon din nagkaroon ng parang challenge na kung gusto nga raw malaman yung totoo kung ano nga ba itong mga nakikitang underground na mga kwarto or basement na rooms, sana raw magkaroon daw ng pagkakataon o permiso na makapasok din yung kawani ng media, pati raw sila mismong legal counsel ng KOJC para masilip o matunton itong mga lugar na ito. Pero so far, yun yung sinasabi ng legal counsel ng KOJC, mga kwarto raw ito na ginagamit ng workers, nothing more, nothing less.
Oo. Yun nga, no, balikan ko lang din yung sinasabi mo. Meron bang, I know kasi most of the people are off limits dyan sa area kung saan talaga nangyayari yung search na ginagawa ng mga police authorities. Pero meron ba silang pinayagan at least a member of from KOJC to witness the search? Kasi allegedly, no, ang pinupukol sa kanila ng mga KOJC members ay baka daw may mga pinaplanta na dyan na hindi nila alam.
Yes, Angela. Nung mga unang araw pa lang nitong kanilang saga, nagtanong na rin tayo kung meron bang, kasi may mga binabanggit nga yung KOJC members ng ginaganap na search operation sa loob, yung naririnig na drilling sounds, yung sinasabi nga nagbubungkal na raw, naguhukay na raw. Nung tinanong natin kung meron na bang witness, ang nasabi kasi ni Attorney Torion, wala pa raw at sinusubukan pa raw nilang magpadala ng witness mula sa KOJC para nga raw dito. Pero so far kasi meron din nga yung mode of communication sa pagitan ng media at ng KOJC at doon din sila nagpapadala ng mga litrato o video na pinapakita kung ano nga yung isinasagawang operasyon sa loob. Pero so far hanggang doon pa lang din tayo at kahit tayong kawali ng media simula kahapon, wala na rin tayong pagkakataon na masilip at until now, nandito pa rin tayo sa labas lang ng compound at umaasa lang din muna tayo so kung ano yung mga nababanggit ng KOJC member. Tulad nung nakatayo kanina dito, bandang 9:45 at inanunsyo niya nga yung presensya ng pulisya sa loob na kanilang patuloy na kinukwestiyon.
Marymon, yung nasa likod mo, mga pulis na may mga hawak na shields, parang nagbabarikada pa rin sila dyan sa area na yan. I was wondering kasi yung TPO states na bawal na sila, magtanggal na sila dyan ng mga barikada nila. Bakit hanggang ngayon nandiyan pa din sila?
Yes, Angela. Actually, yan din yung isa sa nabanggit no KOJC member na tumayo dito kanina. Kasi bukod dito sa labas, na kumbaga parang nakabarikada yung mga pulisya, even sa loob doon sa katedral, sa paligid ng JMC kasi magkatapat lang iyon. Right. Sinabi rin nila na bakit daw nakabarikada pa rin ang pulisya samantalang ang sinasabi na nga ng TPO ay supposedly itong barricades ay nakaligpit na. Pero wait na siguro, dadagdag lang din natin. Kinumusta lang din natin yung relasyon sa loob ng pulisya at saka ng KOJC. Ang nabanggit naman ng miyembro na nakatayo dito sa taas kanina, so far naman daw, relax naman daw, okay naman daw yung sitwasyon nila. Ang kino-consider lang nila is yung lugar ng katedral. Yun yung pinaka nagiging room of concern nila ngayon. Pero peaceful sila, except lang doon sa katedral, sa JMC, yung kino-consider nila na drilling sounds, tsaka yung mga pumapasok na mga kahon na hindi raw pinasilip. Pero pagdating naman sa panig ng pulisya, nung nagtanong kasi tayo dito sa pagkakastation nila, kasi di lang naman nakapwesto dito, may kaunting barikada rin ng pulisya doon sa may isang bahagi ng CP Garcia Highway. Kumbaga doon papunta sa isang gate ng KOJC compound. Ang nabanggit lang talaga kasi sa atin ay on standby lang naman daw sila. May press con kasi nagaganapin ngayon, supposedly ang pulisya. Kaya aalamin natin kung ano nga ba ang instructions ng kaitaasan nila General Torre, nila General Marville, kung ano ba, kung may augmentation bang isasagawa o may gagawin pa bang ibang aksyon. Kasi kanina lang din, bandang alas 9, may umikot na dalawang helicopter ng pulisya. At ito nga ay parte ng kanilang monitoring operations nila na isinagawa nila nung araw na pipirmahan na yung receiving copy ng EPO. So mamaya abangan natin kung ano bang detalye ang maibibigay sa atin ng pulisya tungkol dito sa kanilang sitwasyon at pagpwesto sa compound.
Marymon, you mentioned may helicopter na umiikot. No? May karoon ng issue, I think that was yesterday, na involving 2 helicopters na allegedly used laser pointers to disrupt yung flight patterns nila. Ngayon, Marymon, ang balita is kakasuhan daw sila. Anong update dito?
Yes, may video din kasi na lumabas mula sa pulisya na makikita nga natin yung laser pointers. At so far, hindi kasi labag din ito sa batas dahil nadidisrupt nga dito yung operasyon at baka magkaroon din ng aksidente pagdating sa mga helicopter. Pagdating doon sa karampatang kaso na kanilang ipafile, nabanggit din kasi sa press con kahapon na sisilipin nila yung legalities na kung ano ba yung pwede nilang magawa dito. Pero pagdating kasi doon sa KOJC members, may nakausap si Ms. Gretchen Ho. At ang nasabi ng mga miyembro, totoo nga raw na meron silang laser pointers na ginagawa. Pero yun daw kasi yung naging reaction nila dahil nakikita nila na para raw bang tilang bumababa yung helicopter sa kanilang lugar. So parang isa raw itong naging defense nila nung sitwasyon na yun. Pero kanina naman nung naglibot dito yung mga helicopter, siguro dahil din sa distansya natin o dahil sa liwanag, wala tayong nakikita ang laser pointer na tinuturo. Pero baka mamaya magkaroon ng detalye tungkol dito, aalamin din natin yun.
Oo, Marymon, according to dun sa legal counsel na nila Pastor Apollo Kibuloy, he's been trying to reach out to General Torre para daw sa mas malinaw na komunikasyon regarding nga din sa ongoing operations. 2 days na nga daw na hindi sila nakakapag-usap. Do you have an update on that?
So far, wala rin pa tayong update. Siguro mamaya aalamin natin sa press conference kasi yan din yung laging binabanggit ni Attorney Israelito Torion na tinatawag niya yung atensyon ng pulisya, ng otoridad, even ng national government para nga raw magkaroon na ng mas malinaw na yung arrangement nila. Kasi nung isang araw din, yung mga unang press con ni Attorney Israelito, yun din yung gusto niyang mabuo, yung merong mutual na komunikasyon at arrangement tungkol nga sa isinasagawang search operations sa loob. Pero dahil nga as of kahapon din, wala pa raw nagiging communication si General Torre, kaya wala pang malinaw na sagot mula sa kapulisan. And even sa side natin, noong press con ng pulisya, tuwing nagtatanong din tayo ng status o updates, hindi rin nila mai-disclose dahil nga raw parte ito ng kanilang tactical operations. Pero siguro mamaya, susubukin pa natin alamin yung ibang detalye tungkol dito.
Marymon, last on my end, tanungin ko lang kasi mag-iisang linggo na, simula nga gawin ng PNP Davao yung kanilang operasyon dyan sa KOJC compound and nagsimula sa 2,000 na police officers down to 200, 600, iba-ibang numero na. Ngayon ba, ilan na lamang yung mga, to be exact, yung mga police na nandiyan ngayon na nagsasagawa ng search operation para mahuli nga itong si Pastor Apollo Kibuloy? And nagkakaroon din ba ng mga exchange of police officers every day? O kung sino yung unang-unang nandiyan, mostly sila pa rin yung nandiyan sa loob ng compound?
Yes, Angela. Unfortunately, bukod doon sa estimated na 2,000 na pulis na dineploy dito simula noong Sabado hanggang mga lumipas na araw, tuwing nagtatanong din tayo ng specific numbers na pulisya na deployed, hindi tayo nabibigyan ng exact number. Ang naging kasagutan din dito ng pulisya ay dahil nga parte ito, yung mga detalye na ganito ay parte nga ng kanilang tactical operations. Pero sa mga nakausap naman natin dito, tuloy pa rin naman daw ang shifting nila. Usually after every 12 hours, nagpapalitan sila. So posible yung mga nagpapahinga nung mga naunang oras o nung lumipas na araw, sila naman din yung iikot dito. And siguro to visualize din yung number, may ilang police units din na nanggagaling kasi na hindi lang mula sa Davao, meron na rin mula sa Calabarzon, Region 10, even yung medical team tumatawag na rin ng tulong dahil nga raw sa hinabahaba na nga nitong saga sa pagitan ng KOJC at ng pulisya. Even yung trabaho nila pagdating sa medical, kakailanganin na rin daw nila ng extra response team. Kaya marami-rami na rin ang suporta na nanggagaling mula sa pulisya dito. Pero again, when it comes to the numbers, wala tayong exact number na maire-report ngayon.
Yeah, Merrimon, finally, on my end, no, my last question, but I don't know if you're privy sa information na ito. We all know that si Apollo Kibuloy is ang central figure sa kanilang prayers, no, sa mga KOJC members. Ngayon na wala siya, and tuloy-tuloy pa rin ang prayers sila, sino ang nagbibigay ng mensahe sa mga KOJC members? Are they, may mga ministro ba nagsasalita? Or are there taped messages from Apollo Kibuloy?
Yes, pagdating sa ganyang mga mensahe o communication, kami rin kasi mismo media, pag sinusubukan na namin makapag-usap sa mga miyembro ng simbahan, ang sinasabi nila sa mga spokesperson na lang daw kami makikipag-usap dahil doon daw mismo nanggagaling yung mga detalye kailangang malaman. Pero siguro pagdating naman doon sa spiritual na aspeto ng KOJC, tuloy-tuloy pa rin yung kanilang parang pagsamba, yung mga divination na ginagawa nila every 3 hours. At tungkol naman doon, nung mga lumipas na araw, nung lumabas yung TPO, masasalamat yung kanilang pinagdarasal, yung sinasamba nila. Pero ngayon, kumbaga yung tuloy na pagtawag nila sa hustisya. Pero pagdating doon sa communication with Pastor Apollo Kibuloy, wala rin tayong ibang detalye. Ang alam lang natin sa ngayon, yung legal counsels ng KOJC na sila Attorney Reynito, sila Attorney Dina Tolentino, sila itong pinaka nakakausap at dapat daw na makausap kung meron daw tayong katanungan tungkol sa loob ng KOJC.
Alright, thank you Mobile Journal Merrimon Reyes reporting to us live from Davao City. Stay safe and we'll keep in touch.
Alright, let's continue with our countdown. For our ninth spot, let's take a closer look inside the KOJC compound. In this footage from the PNP, a large room complete with a living area was discovered behind a hidden door inside the cathedral. This is believed to be the room of Pastor Apollo Kibuloy. Inside the basement, they also found rows of beds and sections which are still under construction. So, ayan nga yung pinapakita rin kanina when we were talking to Merrimon.
Hinahanap ko nga dito kasi actually, a lot of videos surfaced already 2-3 days ago about those underground rooms. Tapos uminit ulit kagabi na supposedly these are...
because sinasabi nila there's no such thing as secret tunnels or secret hallways.
Hindi, ang initial sinabi kasi is there's nothing underneath. And then clarify ng council ng KOJC, what they meant was walang bunker and tunnels.
Yes.
Ngayon, para kasi ang definition ng bunker and tunnel is an underground facility that can survive on its own and that can be cut off from the above structures and may shell. Now, ang basement kasi is a simple floor underneath the ground level floor. Ang question lang kasi ng marami, bakit napakaraming room and why does it have to be underneath for the workers? Pwede naman magkaroon ng bunker sa first, second, third floor. Sa likod daw ng cathedral may space. So yan ang tinitignan ng PNP na kung possible, there are tunnels connected to this underground. Not underground, sorry, let me correct myself. For these basement rooms. Tsaka yung lighting daw and ng mga rooms, it's very off daw for some of the officers. Parang it doesn't look like it's meant to be, I don't know, pangpahinga daw. But they're still taking a look at it.
Kasi iba under construction pa nga yan, nakikita natin sa ating TV.
And si Attorney Carion nga wants to go down daw ata. He wants to also take a look. He wants to take a look at it.
Pero I think kasi meron ako na panood din na balita sa News 5 naman na may kasama din yung mga pulis na isa, siguro isa, dalawa, hindi ako sure, no? Basta member ng KOJC and taking videos as well. Actually,
Yes,
pinagbabawalan nga siya ng PNP, pero sabi niya, this is for my documentation.
Oo.
Pero supposedly, bawal nga na may kasama yung mga PNP dyan.
Ayun, take a look at yung mga bunkers sa mga rooms yan. May bunk room na maramihan siguro for general workers. Tsaka mga higher level members of the church, kita mo magaganda naman yun. Magaganda actually yung rooms sa ilalim. It's just that tama ka, yung hallways na nakikita natin looks unfinished. Parang bagong construct.
Oo. Kaya ayun, di ba, a few days ago o the other day, lumabas nga yung balita na sabi nila na kung hindi isusuko si Pastor Apollo Kibuloy, bobombahin yung,
there was a
yung
chismis.
daan papunta doon. Pero pinabulaanan nga yun ng PNP. Sinasabi nila, there's no truth to it. And pinakita din naman nila yung area. Wala namang mga drilling operations na nangyayari.
I would inclined to believe the PNP.
And if ever daw, kung meron silang gagamitin yung...
Charges, depth charges na ginagamit po, breach charges na tinatawag na very weak
pang ano lang sa,
to open doors.
Sa lock, diba?
Parang napapanood yun sa mga movie. Naglalagay sila ng charges sa
baka
may door.
yun yung narinig nila, pero ang ano nila, ang interpretasyon nila is papasabugin with the bomb, etc.
Tsaka yun,
miscommunication.
before we go to the next, kasi the PNP will never use strong charges to destroy, to access Apollo Kibuloy kasi it might...
There are innocent people around
it might cause, aside from that, yung structure or integrity ng structure ng mga surrounding areas baka gumiba. And I'm sure the PNP wants to capture Apollo Kibuloy alive. Yeah. So they will not do that kasi that's a risk to his life also.
So hindi pa po dito nagtatapos yung usapin natin tungkol
sa
Apollo Kibuloy. Pero pasadahan na rin natin yung iba pang mga dapat na nasa countdown natin.
Alright, let's move on. Still hot on the 8th spot, the Court of Appeals has extended its freeze order on the assets of Kingdom of Jesus Christ founder Pastor Apollo Kibuloy. The freeze order on Kibuloy's 10 bank accounts and 6 properties is still effective until February 2025. The order also covers the bank accounts of KOJC and Suarasug Media Corporation, which operates the mega church's media arm SMNI. KOJC lawyer Dina Tolentino said they have yet to get a copy of the order.
So pati yung kadugtong pa rin yan ng ating Kibuloy story.
So ang inaisip ko lang kasi kasama ang KOJC sa freeze order na ngayon, how do they pay? Kasi that's a massive compound na which needs also maintenance.
Right.
Diba? May kuryente, electricity bills, water bills, food for the workers. Diba? Ibang-iba nagtatrabaho within that area. I wonder now where will they get their funds now that it is frozen until a certain period of time. Kasi kawawa yung iba, may mga sweldo yung mga iba dyan Diba? So, yun. That's what I'd like to know lang. Pero up to February lang naman.
Up to February 2025. Kasi initially, noong August 7 nga, nag-impose ang Court of Appeals ng 20-day freeze order. Diba? Tapos, yung mga properties na yan, kasama dyan yung 10 bank accounts with the 2 large bank names na nakita natin dito. Tapos 7 real estate properties in Davao del Norte, Davao City, Davao Oriental, at saka sa Rojas City. So kasama nga din dyan, tulad ng sinabi mo, yung Sunshine Media niya. Diba?
Yeah, I'm wonder also yung eroplano, di ba? Yung eroplano ni Pastor Kibuloy.
Kasama yun sa property.
Is it with the Philippines? Or the US? Alam ko the US seized it nung nagkaroon ng issue, remember when there was money?
2018 yan
Yeah, alam ko hindi ko alam kung na-recover na ni Apollo Kibuloy yung airplane niya, pero alam ko the FBI seized it sa airport at that time. So I want to know more about that.
But so far, tulad mga binabalita natin dito, ay according po yan sa mga sinasabi, of course, ng mga different spokesperson. Kunyari, kung galing sa PNP, di ba, spokesperson ng PNP, at kung nakakausap din si Attorney Torion, di ba, mula naman sa panig ng KOJC. So, babasahin nyo lang po yung mga balita sa mga nakikita nyo, wag lang yung mga headlines, para mas maganda po yung
because mahirap na yung ma-accuse kami na gumagawa ng kwento. Hindi po kami gumagawa ng kwento. We will give you a headline and you have to read the entire content po because we also quote both sides, di ba? So,
although nag-apologize naman na yung sa hanay ng KOJC.
Although he apologized kasi he still stands by na hindi daw fair yung ibang reporting. You don't just read the headlines, read the entire content po of the actual article.
Sige, tulad na nasabi ko, hindi pa dito nagtatapos ang Kibuloy story natin. But coming up, One lawmaker says members of the Go family are swindlers and professional liars.
And authorities found more clues that could lead them to finding the fugitive Apollo Kibuloy.
July. Shiminette. Ay, joke lang.
Alam mo, ito nangyayari parang movie, no?
Oo.
Searching. Anyway, go!
Daming mga pangyayari talaga dito sa atin. But we are just getting started, mga kapatid. More of our top 10 news when Brunch returns. Keep it here on One News. Good morning! You're still watching Brunch here.
Kumain ka muna, ako na nga magbabasa.
Ikaw na ba?
Oo.
Ang sarap eh. Ang sarap ng fried rice.
Ako. Hoy, kahapon pala, thank you sa mga nanood ng Brunch. Oo, di ba? May Team Angela, Team Diego.
Oo.
Unfortunately, mas madami kumampi sa...
Siyempre. Kahit mali ako, kakampi yung mga yan. Joke lang.
Yan talaga
Alam nila tama ako.
Yan talaga ang hatak ng babae sa TV
Ganun talaga
at social media.
yun. Diba? Gustong-gusto nga nila nag-aaway tayo eh.
Actually po, huwag kayong mag-alala. Hindi po tunay na away yan.
Oo.
Hindi po lalaban
Batiin
ng
ko
husband.
muna. Oo. Tama.
Hoy, thank you pala, Budas Belly, ah.
Of
And
course.
sino batiin mo? Go ahead.
Si Sab
mga
Saria,
viewers.
si Marjorie Tan, si Jerry Young. And of course, itong mga viewers natin sa Facebook, napakadami rin nilang kuda. Ang dami rin sinasabi dito tungkol sa mga issue natin. Si Jesus Tampolino, sino to? Naku, balibaligtad yung number niya, RJ na lang. Si Ralph Domingo, of course. Ingat ka, Ralph. Si Omar K. Sali, si Maritel Tesoro, si T. Manabat, si Cecil Samaniego, Gabi Romero, Mina Benales, and the rest of our Jesse Mendez family. Edgardo, balibaligtad na naman, Junior, Fred Sablon, Juan Miguel Ebron, or si Mig, si Alfred, si Edgardo, si Charlie Macaraig.
Wait lang.
Go.
Ralph Domingo.
Tita Esther Abaya.
Si Ralph daw nanonood while waiting for a jeep. Nako, Ralph, tago mo yung phone mo.
Baka mas
pwede ka naman mag-backwatch mamaya di ba? I mean, naka-upload naman. Stay safe. Baka may mangyari sa'yo. Madapa ka, may masnatch. Keep safe, Ralph, and all our viewers. Maraming salamat.
Si Gary ko, si Gary Field, si Sampo Kimongo, Alex Fuentes. Ang dami, hindi ko na maisa-isa. And of course, si Oscar,
Bakit dito?
at saka si Ronald Maxte.
Happy birthday daw, DJ Chacha.
Birthday
ba
ba niya?
ni
Happy
Chacha
birthday!
Talagang hindi ako na-inform,
Oo. Alright, sige, let's continue with our countdown. At our 7th spot is the new chairperson of the National Youth Commission, or NYC. President Bongbong Marcos has appointed 34-year-old Joseph Francisco Ortega as NYC's new chairperson. He replaced the Duterte-appointed Ronald Cardema. Prior to this, Ortega served as the regional director of the Department of Tourism, Ilocos Region. Marcos expressed confidence that Ortega will continue NYC's mission of pushing the Filipino youth in making meaningful contributions to the country. Batang-bata pa. If you can remember, siya yung naalala mo nun sa isang campaign rally, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm checking nga eh.
Siya yung nag-introduce kay dati, Senator, ngayon, Presidente natin si Bongbong Marcos. Pero introduce niya as our Vice President. Kasi at that time, yun yung time na kumandidato siya na Vice President, tas natalo siya ni former Vice President Lenny Robredo by 200,000
I remember that
votes.
na
diba?
Supposedly gumapang yung votes at during the midnight.
So, yun siya yun. Yeah, I remember it. Siya yung guy na yan. So, pero, alam mo, si Ronald Cardema din, yung pinalitan niya na commissioner dyan sa NYC, ay marami rin nagtaas ng kilay. Diba? Sabi, youth pa ba yan? Hindi na yata youth yan.
Hindi, actually,
at saka, maraming issue ngayon sa NYC na mga corruption and hopefully, maayos ito nung magiging bago.
Alam ko kasi ang classification ng youth, umaabot ata ng 30.
34, 35.
And tsaka alam mo ba, when former President Erap Estrada initially first put up the NYC, it was not, I don't remember what it was called then. Si Rico Yan was one of the first na na-appoint to chair that commission.
Tapos iba Ding Dong Dantes, if I'm not mistaken.
Bago-bago na yan. Pero yung mga 90s, it was Rico who was, I think, one of the first chairpersons or the first consultants of that NYC. Anyway, madami pa tayong pag-uusapan. So let's move on to the next. Well, coming in at the 6th spot is about the national ID. The Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas has terminated its contract with the supplier of national ID cards. BSP said All Card Incorporated, or ACI, has failed to deliver its commitments. Sources told the Philippine Star that ACI did not deliver the raw materials needed for the ID. The supplier also failed to manage the maintenance of machines, leading to longer downtimes. The Philippine Statistics Office assured the public that the processing of national IDs will continue. Oo dahil backlog nyo taon tapos backlog ng national ID taon, tapos ngayon lang niya naisipan i-terminate yung kontrata niyo with that supplier.
Oo nga, hanggang ngayon hindi pa yung iba, although tayo meron na tayong national ID, mabilis yung naging proseso natin.
Yung mga iba 2 years bago nakuha ang ID, di ba?
But when you go to the website, if you wanna check kung nandoon, kasi di ba nandoon pa yung meron ka na-register ka na pero wala ka pa ng physical ID.
So that's why they will provide
If you wanna see if meron ka ng ID, you go to the website. Tapos makikita mo lang parang facial recognition, face card lang, papakita mo, tapos lalabas na yung kung meron ka ng
Ang tanong
ID
kung gumagana.
Alam.
Facial recognition?
No, yun dun sa website nila. Sa website nila, parang pipicturean ka lang, tapos papakita nila sa'yo kung nandoon na yung ID mo, lalabas na yung ID mo. Instead of searching your name or whatsoever.
Paano kung
Chinek
laptop?
ko yun kanina, ha?
Paano kung laptop ka?
Ano?
Paano ka ma-facial recognition?
Check mo na lang siya sa... Bakit? Ang laptop naman nasa camera.
May camera? Banter lang naman. Nainit na naman ang ulo ni Madam.
Hindi, yun nga. Pero yun nga kasi nga ang dami nga talagang nagre-reklamo.
Ay, but they have digital copies online that could be accessed sa phone daw, and you could use it for some transactions na scannable. May QR code kasi yung digital ID na yan This could be used together with the actual physical card, or habang wala pa meron ka ng access sa national ID. Napakatagal.
Sige, let's move on na. Moving over now to our top 5. A high-ranking police officer details how the PNP was used in the previous administration's drug war. Police Lieutenant Colonel Jovi Espinido says there was a quota and reward system. According to him, some local governments awarded 100,000 pesos for successful operations. Aside from the LGU incentive, Espinosa said there was also a 20,000 peso reward for every kill. He revealed that intelligence funds and pogo money were also funneled through the reward funds. Espinosa said Senators Bato de la Rosa and Bongo were involved, but the two have denied this.
Sino to si Espinosa?
Oo,
Which
Espinosa.
Kerwin? Sino to?
No,
Espinido.
Jovi. Espinido.
Oo.
That's what I said kanina.
No, sabi kasi ang nakalagay kasi Espinosa. So,
no, I said Espinido. Pero anyway, yung during the hearing na tinatanong sa kanya, how did you know? Kasi nabanggit din niya na pati yung intelligence fund, ginagamit yan para bayaran yung mga dun sa reward system o yung mga quota system. Sabi, how did you know? Sabi niya, naririnig daw nila kasi. So,
tsaka they're saying that...
Ang hirap naman din kasi, for the sake of fairness, mahirap din naman kapag sinabing naririnig lang. You have to really, prove. Diba? Meron kang proof na yun talaga.
Pero with other aspects,
paper trail, document, etc.
They consider Colonel Espinido credible because he is, we were talking about this yesterday, he is credible because he is the poster boy for Duterte's drug war, si Colonel Jovi. And if you remember, there was a time na kung saan na-appoint, pinag-usapan natin to, si Colonel Jovi. And kung na-assign siya doon, biglang ang joke nila, bakit nawawala yung mga drug lord bigla? Diba? So, let's see in the future how they will link this actually using paper trail and corroborating testimonies to the EJK, to the POGO. Kasi it remains to be seen
kasi
yet. But the Quadcom...
din yan medyo mabigat-bigat na akusasyon din yan. Of course, laban kay former President Rodrigo Duterte. Tapos itong dalawang senador na talagang sinasabi nila na involved doon sa reward system na yan, na si Senator Bato de la Rosa nag-order ng kill, etc.
Eliminate
tapos
daw,
si
diba?
Senator Bongo naman, sa kanya na-funnel yung mga funds para sa reward system, galing daw sa intelligence funds at saka sa POGO. at saka sa iba pang mga small-time lottery. So, kinakailangan talaga nila ng matinding ebidensya to prove, aside from the affidavit na binigay nila sa Congress. Okay, mahaba-habang hearing
it's
yan na
another
ginagawa.
developing story definitely to watch out for. But in the meantime, let's move on to the next. On our top 4, Senator Win Gatchalian is not convinced on the testimonies of Alice Guo's sister Sheila. Gatchalian says there were inconsistencies in Sheila's remarks, so she could not become a state witness. Instead of using boats, the senator says it is still possible that they use chartered flights with the help of someone from the government.
We have to be very careful with this Guo family. No? Parang ano sila mga professional, parang professional liars and professional swindlers. Nakita natin nung una kay Guo Huaping, inarating pare-pareho dito sa pamilyang to no? At nadala na tayo. Yung narrative ni Sheila, pareho kay Guo Huaping, and we cannot take it hook, line, and sinker.
Meanwhile, Sheila's companion Cassandra Ong told House lawmakers that she is not a business partner of Alice. Ong admitted that she's the girlfriend of Alice's brother, Wesley, but she had no links to illegal pogo.
I'm not related to any pogo po. Yung business po namin is nag-rent lang para sa mga...
Ano po yung business niyo?
Building, real estate lang po.
We all know naman that's articles of incorporation for corporations. You can put anyone on it Kasi lagay mo yung anak mo, lagay mo yung tito-tita mo, just to form a corporation. Madali po yan igawin. So ito, being the girlfriend of Wesley, the supposed brother of Alice Guo, baka they used her as a front to funnel in money. That's what si Congressman Dan Fernandez thinks nangyayari. It's because if you look at the timeline of events, that time na nagsisimula itong mga pogo na to at yung billion na pesos na pumapasok, si Cassandra was 19 years old. Barely 19 years old.
I was checking yung background nito ni Cassandra nung nagsimula siya nga daw na merong mga milk tea sa San Juan kung saan siya pinanganak.
Yeah.
Naturalized yung father niya. No?
Definitely Filipino.
Definitely Filipino siya. Yung daddy niya kasi at saka mami niya, both are Chinese.
Yeah.
Pero
nag-naturalize sila. 1978 ata.
And then she was born here in the Philippines sa San Juan. Tapos yun nga, nag-start siya sa mga small business like milk tea. Eventually, nagkaroon siya ng mga aesthetic center at saka baka din daw nagkaroon siya ng cafe, restaurant, and resort sa city. And then, doon na nag-start na parang nag-connect na sila doon sa pag-opening.
Naging girlfriend kasi ni Wesley.
Ano ba yon? Confirm ba yon yung girlfriend?
Siya nagsabi. Cassandra nagsabi. Oo. She said so herself. Anyway,
pero anyway, pumayag na ang House of Representatives na sa susunod na hearing ng Senate ay makapunta naman doon si Cassandra Leong. Kasi if you can remember, nabanggit ko rin yun dito, Senate is requesting House of Representatives.
They'll transport her daw.
Kung pwede nila makapagsalita as resource person itong si Cassandra.
Okay.
Mahabang pa yan mahabang investigasyon pa yan at talagang kailangan mo na gumawa ng mga ang tawag doon genealogy para makonect mo na itong mga investigasyon na to na nagli-link kila Alice Guo and the rest of the Pogo family. Alright, let's continue with our countdown. Coming in at our top 3, House lawmakers started their deliberation on the proposed budget of the Defense Department next year. Here's the report.
The Defense Department is asking over 256 billion peso budget for 2025. The agency says this will be spent primarily to achieve a credible deterrent posture for the country. During a House hearing, Secretary Gibo Teodoro detailed their modernization program. Teodoro said they plan to purchase 40 brand new multi-role aircraft. But the problem is, only 70 billion pesos is allocated for the modernization. According to Teodoro, we have one of the lowest military spending across the globe.
Tayo po sa ASEAN, maliban ata sa Laos, ang pinakamababa na defense spending antimano. Napakababa. So ngayon ho na naghahabol tayo, kaya ho tayo nalalakihan kasi hinahabol ho natin. Ang paghahabol pa po natin is sa kaya nating lunukin bilang isang bansa. Pero relatively ho, sa ating mga karatig bayan, karatig bansa, maliit pa po.
The country's mutual defense treaty with the U.S. was also tackled during the hearing. Recall that Teodoro wanted to broaden the interpretation of armed attack. Under the MDT, the U.S. will intervene should a foreign entity attack our troops.
Ngayon, ang tanong ko po, anong specific na babaguhin sa MDT?
Wala pong babaguhin sa MDT. It's just we don't want to get canalized on an interpretation on an attack of armed vessels. So just as the aggressor has variables, millions of variables in its playbook, we have to also restudy. There are no specifics right now.
The Defense Secretary also clarified that they don't plan to add more EDCA sites. When asked about the possibility of instigating more tension by entering alliances, he had this to say.
I think that is the same concern. However, we have to point out that the aggressor here is only one actor. That's why I said China is the greatest disruptor of peace in the West Philippine Sea.
For News 5, Marian Enriquez, we are One News.
And while the Queen eats, the husband will spill to gap. Don't go away because we're not done yet. May dalawa pa tayo. Stay with us. Welcome back. You're still watching Brunch here on One News. Let's move on. Going straight to our top two, KOJC lawyer attorney Israelito Torion clarifies several matters on the ongoing raid against Apollo Kibuloy. Torion told the big story that the PNP miscalculated its negotiation by threatening to bomb the KOJC Cathedral. Authorities have denied this, saying they were merely talking about breaching charges. Torion also said he has yet to verify reports of the police that KOJC members used lasers to harass PNP choppers. When asked about the supposed underground tunnel leading to a private hangar, Torion said he has not seen this and called on the PNP to go with him and check if there is such a structure.
I have not seen any tunnel there, but if her report, if she really believes that there is that tunnel, please allow me and Colonel Fajardo likewise, we will go to the basement and we will go to that tunnel so that I will also be enlightened about the presence of that tunnel.
Still topping our countdown is the search for Pastor Apollo Kibuloy. Authorities discovered hidden pathways under the Kingdom of Jesus Christ compound. Meanwhile, the Philippine National Police is still mum about the box they brought to the compound. Here's a report.
This looks like a simple wall inside the Kingdom of Jesus Christ compound in Davao City. But like in the movies, if you push it, the wall is actually a secret door. There's a secret staircase leading to hidden hallways underground. According to Interior Secretary Benhur Abalos, the hidden pathways lead to the room of the hiding pastor, Apollo Kibuloy. The police also inspected the lobby of the KOJC Cathedral. They also checked the rooms to look for Kibuloy and other accused individuals. Under the cathedral, there is a basement that is still under construction. Multiple beds were also discovered there. KOJC earlier called out the police for bringing in boxes inside the compound. Based on their X-ray inspection, some boxes contain a rotary hammer and a saw grinder. The PNP is still mum about the purpose of these materials. But based on a video of News 5 inside the Jose Maria College Foundation, someone is drilling underground. The location is also where the police previously detected the alleged heartbeat of the fugitive pastor. KOJC legal counsel attorney Israelito Torion called out the police for allegedly drilling inside JMC.
The ongoing
exercise of drilling the JMC basement is a grievous violation of the proprietary rights of JMC. This is not in accordance with a warrant of arrest. A warrant of arrest is directed as against a particular person, not the pursuit of heartbeats.
In response, the Davao City Police told KOJC to let them do their job.
Never namin sisirain ang any structure or ng KOJC na pasasabugin in that sense. Kasi we are not after the structure, we are not after the church, we are not after the KOJC members, we are after the fugitive Kibuloy.
Ayun, so yung sinasabi na regarding the laser naman na si attorney has to check on this. So, pero 'di ba sa report kasi ni Meremon kanina, inamin naman ibang members na natakot daw sila na palanding daw yung helicopter sa defense nila.
Malapit daw kasi.
Ano magagawang defense nila?
Sinasabi nga nung kanilang lawyer, si Attorney Torion, sabi niya, we admit there is a warrant of arrest, but the demand to surrender is not a license to trample on the rights of other individuals.
Pero yung sinasabi niya about yung proprietary rights ng regarding yung sa drilling, dapat hindi ginagawa yun. But also kasi there's such a thing as pag you're supposedly, although hindi pa proven guilty si Apollo Kibuloy, if you're aiding and abetting a criminal and you're in the way of a warrant, diba? Then the police can use extra measures at his power, provided walang masaktan, to find a fugitive. Now, since they refuse to surrender him, and he refuses to surrender himself, the establishment where there is probable cause na kung saan nakatago ang pastor o si Apollo Kibuloy, the police can surmise na tinatago nyo siya.
Oo,
so they can
kasi
use
ganun kayo magprotekta eh.
Yes, so they can use extra means necessary, provided na hindi may masaktan na tao
within the bounds of the law
to look for Apollo Kibuloy. And whatever damage is incurred, I think nakasulat naman yan, the liability pa rin yung police, the PNP will pay for the damages.
Pero basta ang importante dyan kasi kung wala naman talaga dyan, pakita nyo, di ba pahiya ang PNP?
Para matapos, di ba? O go, mag-drill kayo.
Nyo, wala.
Sisirain nyo, bayaran nyo, di ba? Ay, nako.
Sige, pero we're not done with the countdown.
We're done with the countdown.
Ha?
We're done with the countdown.
We're done na ba?
Pero hindi pa tayo tapos.
Totoo yan. Pero hindi pa tayo tapos. Tama ka dyan. Pero brunch break coming up when we return.
Welcome back to Brunch.
The public...
Okay, we have something to talk about now.
Balikan muna natin yung issue sa Mpox. The public is extra cautious right now after the health department reported 5 active cases of Mpox in the country.
Pero paano nga ba naapektuhan ng ganitong balita ang well-being ng isang tao? Now, to talk more about this issue, we have with us Dr. Joseph Lee. Dr. Joseph is a surgeon, urologist, and aesthetic naturopathic specialist. With the rise of reported Mpox cases, Doc, what should the public know first about this illness? By the way, dadagdag ko, isa rin siyang celebrity doctor.
Yun, no? Good morning!
Yes, Doc, what should the public know? Kasi ang dami pong misconception about Mpox, daming chismis o haka-haka. What is the basic?
Yes, good morning Diego and Angela, and good morning sa mga taong nanonood at nakikinig ng Brunch. Of course, yes, Mpox is now a word of mouth in the public health armamentarium. Okay, WHO has gone putting a term Mpox instead of monkeypox because of course the term monkey would derive from where it originates, from Congo, where infected monkeys or rodent were first found out to be causing this type of virus. Okay, now I think extensively you've discussed Diego and Angela with regards to the signs and symptoms of Mpox. Diba? You have fever, malaise, lymph nodes, and the like. Okay. Now, what is the impact with regards to the health of an individual with Mpox? Okay, this is actually skin-to-skin contact Okay, sometimes it's confused with STI because the lesions are very, very similar. You go from pustules, vesicles, papules, okay, then it goes to scabbing, or even worse comes to worse, you can have lacerations or scarring during the healing process or scab. And then worse comes to worse, you can have secondary bacterial infection. But you have to be reminded of, this is a virus. When you talk about virus, okay, our body has a mechanism of self-limiting, meaning it can combat the virus unless you are immunocompromised. Okay, Mpox kasi can attack your brain. It can cause meningitis. It can attack your cardiovascular system. It can cause carditis, which is the covering of the heart muscles. Okay, you can have pneumonia. Okay, lung infection. You can have skin problems, dermatitis or lesions. Okay, then what else?
Yan ba yung
in the genitalia.
Oo.
Yeah.
Binabanggit mo, Doc, dahil immunocompromise ang isang pasyente. Pero kapag healthy naman, papading gumaling kaagad ang Mpox sa kanya after several weeks. Tama po ba?
Yes, because the 2 to 4 weeks kasi is the activity period of your Mpox, okay? From the time that the fever, the body malaise comes in the next 2 to 4 days, then you have the rashes, and then the prodrome or the healing period. Okay, it's like chickenpox, ganyan, no?
Okay.
Of course, siyempre, the origin of the virus is totally different, no? But what we're talking about is the immune system, the immunocompromised individuals. When you talk about immunocompromised, there's a lot of diseases that will be inclusive of that. And one that is closest to it is yung mga HIV infected individuals natin, because when you look at the nature of the etiology of the transmission, you have their skin to skin contact and sexual contact.
That's right.
Okay. Either through kissing or sexual intercourse or whatever. Okay, either it's a complete intercourse contact to the reproductive organs or not, diba? So unless you are talking about a contact to an infected individual. Okay, so it cross ako. Okay.
Doc, sorry to cut you there. Pero tanong ko lang, since yung expertise mo, no, more on dun sa of course, yung sa urology aspect. Meron din bang effect yung paano yung effect ng Mpox
long term,
dun sa,
Doc?
sa female at saka male genitalia?
Yeah, very good. Alam mo, Diego, Angel, no, because the lesions from yung mga vessels, yung mga papules, o mga pustules na nakikita natin, diba? It not only can be seen in the face, in the back, in the shoulders, or in the abdomen. It goes down to the genital area. So now, magiging confusing in its sense, because if you do not really go deep into the history of the individual, especially the male, no, we're talking about a majority of male, but of course we have females, no, unless your partner really go into engaging contact, no. So you get lesions like mga ulceration, papules, vesicles, that are very, very similar to STI or sexually transmitted infections, such as your syphilis, chlamydia, and what do you call that? The gonorrhea.
Yes, Doc. Also, no, ay madami kasi yung area of expertise mo and you engage in also overall well-being. I'd like to ask kasi, aside from Mpox, ang dami naman kasi nagkakasakit because of the change of weather from init, lamig. How can we improve our overall health or well-being para at least when we do get sick, it won't be as bad?
You have to remember, Diego, kasi the virus is a non-living cells, no? It just thrives on a living cells, especially the human body or the system, okay? So how does it thrive? It doesn't even have a cell activation process like the mitochondria, like the normal cell. So how it feeds on the normal cells. So what does it feed? So yung mga blood vessels natin, yung oxygenation natin, 'di ba?
Yeah.
Even some of our healthy cells. So what is the individual have to do? You have to activate, make your immune body strong, okay? So when your immune system is strong, your antibodies are good, okay, lalabanan mo yun, yung virus. Kasi virus yan eh.
That's
Hindi
right.
naman yan kagaya ng, di ba? That's why when we were talking before about COVID, di ba? They have spikes, di ba?
Yes.
The spikes is the attachment to a normal cells. Where when they attach to the normal cell, they suck the life form of the normal cells. And usually sinasabi ko nga sa aking mga pasyente, ugly ang virus. Pag nakakita sila na maganda, which is a normal cell, papangitin nila. So they make the normal cells ugly. When the normal cells becomes ugly, then you get sick.
Okay.
So you have to get, okay.
Interesting na, Doc, kasi parang nagre-replicate siya. Pero for my last question at least, no, Doc, you're now engaged in, aside from, you're a urologist, pero you also engage in overall well-being. And recently, yan ang pinopromote mo. Also, I understand kasi na you put up your own center that will can address certain issues on a holistic level. Can you tell us more about that?
Yeah, thank you, Diego and Angel. So I'll be coming up with my male wellness center, which is coming up soon. It is located in the south. Okay, why male wellness center? So this is centering about how to make holistically the male individuals functionally good, healthy, and strong on the basis of not only the immune system but also the reproductive aspect, because that's very, very important, no, as we cross the age of men from young adolescents to adulthood to even the aging men, okay, wherein you have already considered andropause as a very, very important topic in urological armamentarium. So you really have to perk up the individual men as it goes, as it age. So yun ang gagawin natin doon sa center.
Pero for more info, pasensya na, Doc, medyo nabibitin tayo. But for more info, you can check out Doc Joseph's Facebook page, di ba? Doc Joseph Lee, and also his Instagram accounts. And good luck sa business, Doc. We're really looking forward to it. Thank you very much.
Thanks for joining us.
Dr. Joseph Lee for joining us today.
Yan, ang ating celebrity doctor. We have so many questions pero we don't have much time. But before we end the show, I would like to invite all of you to catch the long take. Yan, I had an exclusive opportunity to talk to the world's first armless pilot, Jessica Cox. So here, Jessica shared her struggles and aspirations as she flies above people's expectations. Be inspired by her story by watching the full episode on One News YouTube channel later at 7 p.m. Si Jessica Phil Amyan na yung mami niya taga-Samar.
Yeah, I was there sa interview, naiyak ako. But since wala na tayong oras, we'll see you again everyone on Monday. Thank you for joining us today. Budas Belly, thank you for all the food. Happy birthday kay Sab Sarian. And with that, I'd like to leave you with a quote. Don't count the days. Make the days count. A quote from the great and legend Muhammad Ali. And that wraps up today's episode of Brunch, Sheminates.
Join us again on Monday. I'm Angela Lagunzad-Castro.
And I'm Angelo Castro III.
We are One News, all sides, all the time.